Your customers have not gone away. Hi, it's Marty Park. I want to talk today about the concept that your customers, your guests, your clients have not gone away. Work has simply been postponed. There is still the same pent-up need for your product and services that there was before. I think I want to give you 3 ideas to be able to really capture that clientele and the business that you had rolling into 2020 that maybe has now been postponed. So the first thing is engage. And I want to use an example of a CrossFit gym out of Vancouver. Now they had the obvious option as a CrossFit gym to put some workouts online, but they recognized that they really had to engage their clientele, all of their members, to take it further than that. So sure, they put all their classes and all the sorts of workouts online. Now the second piece is you have the ability to work out virtually with one of your trainers through an iPad, through technology. Then they've also been able to phone people regularly. They're reaching out to all of their members to make sure they're getting their workouts in, and they're touching base with them live a couple times a week. They've gone one step further. Everything around nutrition. They're posting recipes and food that they want their members to eat. They are doing contests. Every single week they're engaging with their clientele dramatically, any way they can think of. Things that are outside the norm of what they've done. The result has been 92% of their members, their clientele, have come back to pay. 92% of the people have said, you're providing enough value that I want to continue to pay. And that's the impact of engagement, even though it's outside their normal form of engagement. The second piece I want to touch on is you're creating a community. And now, in creating a community, it means communication with those people. So if you used to have customers that bought on a weekly basis and now you've touched base with them on a monthly basis, you're losing that community. You have to be driving it to touch base with them, whether by phone, email, physically, in terms of mailing them something. But you have to look and say, I'm communicating with my people, my customers, my clients, my guests, as often as I would be in the regular course of business. When you talk about community, what are you doing in terms of community outreach? What are you doing for them as a community? Is it something charitable? Is it something that just provides extra value? But I want you to really think about, how are we creating community? That also goes with your staff. Even if you've had to temporarily lay people off, your job is still to be able to create regular community, whether it's through, as one of my good friends does, 3 o'clock beers on Friday with his entire team, 90 people all over North America, or if it's something where you really are just getting on the phone to have your regular kickstart meeting and engage people, just to get them talking, create community. The third piece is plan your business into the future. Now, your customers are still going to need everything from haircuts to electronics to all the supplies and services specifically that they have not been able to get through Amazon. And so you have to be able to say, listen, when you do come back, what does that look like? What would the timeline be like? I have a client who's lost business in the spring and has now booked it as far out as December 2020. So he still captures that opportunity in the calendar year, in his fiscal year, but he recognizes it won't be right away. But I want you to start to lay the seed with people. Like, when you do come back, what is that going to look like? When would that be? Have the paperwork ready. Have it organized. Have the date set, even if you need to postpone it again, but be thinking proactively about engaging your people about their future experience. Most people, most customers, most guests, most clients are thinking about the next week. Get them thinking into the summer months. What does that look like for them? Into the fall, what does that season look like? Granted, we're not totally sure, but give them ideas and options that they can take advantage of. Anyway, those are my 3 ideas. Engage, create community, and communicate. And third, plan into the future. If you do all 3 of those things, you're going to stay in touch with your customers and give them the option to start to buy from you again in 2020. Don't let those people go to somebody else. It is these 3 characteristics that are going to keep that client base for you and is going to end up making 2020 a strong year for you. I hope that helps. Otherwise, have a great day. Again, it's Marty Park. Best of luck.